You've seen them, right? The ads, the YouTube videos, all promising this massive passive income from something called AI dropshipping. But is any of it for real? Well, today, we're going to find out.
I mean, the claims are just wild. People saying they make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month right from their laptops. The hype is everywhere. And you know, just so we're all on the same page, dropshipping is just where you sell stuff you never actually handle. A third party ships it for you. It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? And that's the big question, isn't it? Is this all just too good to be true? Can a regular person really start a profitable business with basically no money and hardly any effort? That's what we're here to put to the test. So we are going to cut through all that noise. We're breaking down a real-world experiment that tried to do exactly that. Let's see if the reality can actually live up to all that online hype.
All right, so to make this a fair fight, this wasn't just some random attempt. There were very strict rules put in place to see if this model is truly as easy as all the gurus claim it is.
And here are the rules of the game. First, the entire setup had to cost less than $1. Second, it all had to be built in under 1 hour. And third, it had to be done with nothing but a laptop. No fancy equipment, no big team. The challenge was on.
Okay, so with the clock ticking, it was time to build. This is where that whole AI thing is supposed to be a game changer, turning a process that used to take days into something you can do in minutes. Let's see how it actually went down.
So an AI tool literally called Build Your Store did all the heavy lifting on the design side. The niche? That was a no-brainer. Sport and fitness. It's a massive market. The whole thing was built on a free trial of Shopify, and the products were sourced automatically with a tool called AutoDS.
And the budget for this whole operation? Just $1. That's it. One single buck.
And here's where pretty much that entire budget went. A promotional 99-cent subscription to AutoDS. And that tool is crucial. It's what finds the trending products and handles all the shipping arrangements. One single purchase.
Which left a grand total of, wait for it, 1 cent. Can you believe that? 1 penny left over to run an entire online business. Talk about running on fumes.
But somehow, it worked. Thanks to a free .store domain and AI that generated everything. Product pages, legal policies, the whole shebang. The store was officially live and open for business. And it was all done within that 1 hour time limit and inside the $1 budget.
Okay, so the store is built. You could say that's the easy part. But how do you actually make money? Now we get into the strategy, the part about getting real customers to actually click buy.
So here's the basic model. You take a product, like these golf club clips. The store buys them for about $6.80, then sells them for double that. That leaves a potential profit of just under $7 per sale. It's all a numbers game, right? You need volume.
So how do you get that volume with basically zero marketing budget? Well, you don't chase the huge celebrity influencers with millions of followers. The strategy here was way smarter. Go after micro-influencers.
So, why go small? Well, it's pretty simple actually. These micro-influencers often have way higher engagement and their followers genuinely trust what they recommend. The data shows this leads to better conversion rates. And you know what the best part is? They are so much cheaper.
And this is a perfect example of the plan in action. An influencer duo called the Grace Brothers, who have a solid Instagram following, were paid just $50. $50 to promote one single product, a breathing trainer for athletes.
All right, so the stage is set, the store is up, the marketing plan is rolling, $50 are on the line. The only question left is, did any of this actually work?
And yes, it absolutely did. In just the first 24 hours after that influencer post went live, the store made 10 genuine sales from real paying customers.
And those 10 sales brought in a total revenue of $170.85. But hang on, that's not profit just yet. We still have to subtract all the costs.
And that brings us to the moment of truth. After you factor in the product costs, the marketing spend, and all the little fees, did this $1 experiment actually make any real money?
Okay, let's break it down. The products and shipping came out to $39.50. The influencer fee was that flat $50, and then a $1 Shopify fee kicked in once the free trial ended. So that brings our total expenses to $90.50.
So, you take that $170 in revenue, you subtract the $90.50 in costs, and the final net profit comes out to $80.35.
Now look, let's be real. $80 is not going to change your life. But think about it for a second.
That is tangible, real profit, generated from a store that was set up in under an hour for less than $1 with a $50 marketing gamble that actually paid off.
So what does this all mean? Is AI dropshipping really the next big thing, or is this just a lucky break? What this experiment proves is that it's possible to get started and make a profit. The real question, the million-dollar question, is, can you scale it?